Hello and welcome to Break with Jake. I am Jake, and here is your weekly movie update where we talk about what movies are coming out this weekend. I tell you their Rotten Tomatoes scores, a little bit about the synopsis. First off, we have SpiderMan Homecoming. So it's been a very good summer for superhero movies. We had Guardians of the Galaxy 2, which did well with critics, and I saw it personally, I really liked it. And then we had Wonder Woman, which was fantastic. A very good film, an elite superhero film that's done well, and that looks to continue with Spider-Man Homecoming. Several months after the events of Captain America Civil War, Peter Parker, with the help of his mentor Tony Stark, tries to balance his life as an ordinary high school student in Queens, New York City, while fighting crime as his superhero alter ego, Spider-Man. As a new threat, the Vulture emerges. So you have Tom Holland playing Spider-Man, which I think is a really good fit. I like that they made him, younger versus guys like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire were, clearly men trying to play kind of young men, college age. They looked like that, and so I think one of the charm of Spider-Man, why so many people like Spider-Man, is because he's very relatable. He's just a kid who gets these powers, and he's got to fight crime but get home in time for supper and to do his homework, and that's a very cool draw. What makes people like him so much. And Robert Downey Jr. is in it. He's Iron Man, obviously. He's kind of the mentor. He's building all these gadgets and gizmos, as we saw in Captain America Civil War. So a lot of Spider-Man's equipment is being, is super high tech and provided by Stark. And then Michael Keaton plays the Vulture, who's obviously the villain here. And the critic consensus, the Rotten Tomatoes critic consensus is 92%, certified fresh. So critics are loving it. But Spider-Man Homecoming does whatever a second reboot can, delivering a colorful, fun adventure that fits snugly in the sprawling MCU without getting bogged down in franchise building. So Marvel, the connected universe, right? It's all part of there. And so you kind of know what's going on without it having to reestablish everything. And that's a huge... allows you just to get straight into the film. So I'm anxious to see this movie. This movie is going to be in Valley City. It'll start Thursday. They're going to have a special advanced night showing. So I still love the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, the first one with Green Goblin, like I said. So I'm anxious to see how well this does. All right, and the next movie is not a household title. It's more of like a indie film festival-y, artsy-fartsy type of movie. But it stars Rooney Mara and Casey Affleck, and this is called The Ghost Story. And it's not like a horror movie at all. It's almost like a time spiritual reflecting on grief and loss and loved ones. And apparently it's doing well with critics. Critics seem to like it, but it seems like definitely a movie that you have to go in with the expectations that this isn't going to be a fun, exciting movie. It's going to be mellow. It's going to be kind of, artsy. It's 87% on Rotten Tomatoes, so it's doing well with critics. Casey Affleck and Rooney Mara, big names. But apparently that's kind of the film festival darling right now. But that's probably going to be a limited release, so it might be more of a rental down the road if you're into those kind of movies. So today, those are the only two real movies coming out this weekend. Honestly, Spider-Man Homecoming is the movie. No one wants to really compete with that in the box office anyway. So since that's the movie, I decided to call up my buddy Sean Connery. Sean Connery, we're going to give him a call here and see what he's up to. I think he's going to be at the premiere. Hold on. Sean, is that you?
Yes, of course it is. How are you, my boy? Before you answer that, just know that I'm at the premiere. I'm at the premiere here in Scotland. There's a Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm not a part of the film, but me and Michael Keaton go way back. We're BFFs. We used to get stoned in the men's locker room at the YMCA every once in a while and have a few scotches.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. It's kind of interesting. Not healthy. I wouldn't advocate that, but that's an interesting story. So Spider-Man, you're a big Spider-Man fan?
Yes, yes, of course. All my mates, all those blokes back home, they used to call me Spider-Man. Yes.
Oh, okay. Any reason why they called you Spider-Man?
No, no, not really. I'm not sure to this day, but they would call me Spider-Man.
Sean Connery, what are you anticipating about the movie?
Well, very simple. I think it's gonna rock my socks off. Yeah, and maybe get my rocks off. Something like that. Anyway.
All right, all right.
Anyway, I gotta go now. Ta-ta, I gotta take some pictures with these hookers.
Okay. All right, well, catch you later, Sean. Thanks for being on the show.
Yep, anytime.
No, that's Sean Connery, and that's our show. So again, movies in Valley. Spider-Man: Homecoming will be coming to Valley, and of course, check out next week. We talk about New Planet of the Apes, which I am very excited for. That's one of the few movies I've really been excited for. Planet of the Apes and Dunkirk, I'm super excited for. Those are coming out in the next 2 weeks here, and then Game of Thrones is just around the corner. So we'll talk some Game of Thrones as well in the next few weeks. So thanks for joining me. As always, I appreciate your time, your shares, your likes, all that great stuff. So thank you so much. I will catch you guys next week on Break with Jake. Ta-ta.